Hello children, I am Sumati madam going to teach social study for the student of standard 5. So children, open your book, page number 59. The lesson 9, transport. You know, we use different vehicles to go from one place to another. So these vehicles are the means of transport to move from one place to another. So for that purpose we use bus, car or train. We also transport goods and supplies etc. by truck, lorries or ship. Now we'll discuss about the invention of wheel. Before the invention of wheel, the early men they used their foot to travel from one place to another. They carry their load themselves. After that they started using animals to transport themselves and their goods. But the invention of wheel changed the transport system. People started moving and carrying loads on carts which was pulled by an animal or by themselves. After the invention of wheel, another one, or you can say the second revolution, came with the invention of the steam engine. The steam engine made by Thomas Newcomen 300 years ago, but it was designed by James Watt. So the steam engine was invented by James Watt about 240 years ago. The fast train pulled by a steam engine just about 200 years ago, as well as ship using steam engines also made. Now it become possible to transport heavier loads much faster after the invention of steam engine. Now we'll discuss the modern means of transport. With the time or after some years, steam engine was replaced by engine that use petrol, diesel and electricity. These engines are now used to run various type of vehicles on road, sea and air. And these are very helpful and travel much faster, can carry much more load than the earlier vehicles. Now we'll discuss the roadways, then railways, waterways and airways. The land transport are divided in two parts. One is roadways, another one is railways. Earlier people travel along narrow path, means the early men they were traveling the road which was made by themselves, and these roads are kacha road, not pakka. But after the invention of the wheel, people need for hard and smooth roads so that their vehicles become faster and the vehicle can run easily. So they need better roads. Today every country has a network of paved means pakka roads connecting, and these pakka road or paved road connecting cities, towns and within each city or town. In India, you will get unpaved or kacha road only in village. In industrially developed countries, there is a network of highways, or the highways are also called freeways or expressways, which connecting major cities. These are broad paved road with, these are means what? Highways are paved road with two sections. See the picture. Two sections for vehicle moving in opposite direction. Each side has several lanes for vehicles moving at different speeds. See the picture. These are the highways. These highways do not have sharp bends, crossroads, and they bypass towns they cross on the way. Thus, vehicles can travel very fast for long distance without stopping because of highways, and this increase the speed with which people and goods are transported. In India, the highways are known as national highways, which constructed between important cities. Many of the present highways that connect important cities are not very efficient. India is also connected by roads to its neighboring countries like Nepal, China, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Myanmar and Bhutan. It means to this place, these are our neighboring countries, you can reach this place by road also. Did you know? Put tick mark. Then the railways. In most countries, trains are the most important means of transport for both people and goods. Not only in India. They can efficiently move a large number of over long distance. And the trains are also useful for moving bulky goods, heavy goods from one place to another. And these trains are called goods train. In India, fast train, railway train run between Bombay, now it is called Mumbai, to Thane. That is 150 years ago, in 1853. Nowadays, India has one of the largest railway network in Asia and fourth largest in the world. And these two trains, Shatabdi and Rajdhani, their speed 100 kilometers per hour. But in the developed countries, means other countries of the world, the speed of their trains are more than India. It means Japan, France and Germany have trains running at over 300 kilometers per hour. And trains running between England and France go through the Channel Tunnel, and this tunnel is 40 meters below the seabed. It is constructed like this under the water of English Channel. See, under the water. Now we discuss about waterways. The early people, they used rafts to carry goods. They were soon replaced with boats. First rafts, then boat, then sailboat. All these raft, boat, sailboats replaced when the steam engine was invented, because the steam engine the ship run by the steam engine. About 200 years ago, ships driven by steam engine started replacing sailboat. Ships become larger and faster. Today, most ships are driven by diesel engine. So first the ship was run by steam engine, now by the diesel engine. Most bulky goods such as food grains, mineral ore, petroleum, these are all bulky goods, heavy goods, are transported around the world from one country to the other country by the ship only. So, those ships are not very fast like train. A single ship can carry as much cargo as thousands of trucks or aircrafts. Today, most ships that carry goods are designed to carry only one type of good. So now the ships are designed in this way. Only they carry one type of good, that is either food grains or petroleum or minor ore, any one item. And transport by ship is also much cheaper than roads or air transport. Now we'll discuss about some canals, that is Suez Canal and Panama Canal. See the map, all of you. Here you see one straight line, another one dot dot dot. The straight line new sea route after canal were made, but this dot dot old sea route before canals were made. The Suez Canal that link Mediterranean Sea and the Red Sea. So the ships from India, one ship start traveling from India to Europe, now go through this canal, means the Suez Canal. They no longer have to go around Africa to reach Europe. It was so long distance. And the Panama Canal linked the Pacific Ocean and the Atlantic Ocean. Ships going from Europe to Australia now go through this canal. Earlier, means before, they had to go around South America to reach Australia. So, these two canals, Suez Canal and Panama Canal, they reduce the distance. India is surrounded by seas on three sides, that you know. So, a number of ports, they are in Mumbai, Chennai, Kolkata, Visakhapatnam, Cochin and Marmagaon. A major portion of goods exported from India and imported into India, both export and import, into India or from India, are transported by ship only. And within India, several rivers such as Brahmaputra and Ganga are used as waterways. Now we'll discuss about airways. You all know it is the fastest means of transport but very expensive means of transport. Aeroplane, they can fly over any kind of land or water. I mean desert, mountain or vast oceans, they can fly. Modern aeroplane can carry a few hundred passengers, travel at about 800 kilometers an hour. So speed. And the goods, especially perishable items like fruits, vegetables, are transported within and outside the country by aeroplanes only. And the history of aeroplane, that is made by or built by Wright brothers in 1903, And the fast aeroplane, it was called as Flyer 1, and its fast flight lasted about 12 seconds for a distance of less than 40 meters. Today, all the important cities of the world linked by air. Millions of people fly every day to reach their place. And the airways network within India links more than 100 cities. Now the airfares are very less, so more and more people they can fly. Here Air India is the national carrier of India. It operates on local and international routes and connects India to all the important countries of the world. Here, did you know, put tick mark. Now the problems of increasing traffic. Most large cities in the world have bad traffic problem, not only in India, everywhere, all over the world. There is considerable congestion. Congestion means overcrowding on the road because of the large number of vehicles are used on the road. This causes, because of the vehicle use of the road, which causes what? Air pollution and accidents. People also waste more time traveling. So, here the one way to reduce the congestion or the overcrowding on the road, if we improve that public transport. If public transport is fast and efficient, fewer people will use their own vehicles. One of the public sector example, that is metro, but it is not there. In metro is what? Underground railways. It can reduce congestion on the road, but it is very expensive to build, so it is not there all over the world or in India also. In India, Kolkata was the first city to have a metro. Delhi has one too. It is being built in Bangalore and Chennai and planned in other cities also. Efforts are being made to reduce pollution caused by vehicles using more efficient engines and fuels. CNG. CNG is what? Is a fuel which produces very little pollution. It has been introduced in Delhi for buses and 3-wheelers. So children, I have discussed the lesson. You put tick mark in did I know, did you know, and also I now know, underline the important words. Then words to remember, you all know, you have to read the full sentence. Only the word will come, you read the full sentence. I now know, from there you underline the important words as a fill in the blanks. So children, the exercise question and answer I will discuss in the next video. Thank you.